is Matt. Hey, welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show. So excited. It's football week on the fan.
Hell yeah, Hogs.
Yeah, excited tomorrow. Pregame starts at what, 1:30? 1. That's right, because we are on at 1:45. So pregame at 1, game at 3, U.S. Bank Stadium. Raiders come to town. Your quarterbacks are going to play J.J. Mack and the starter.
Sam Darnold.
I knew that. I was taking it.
That was a test.
It was a pregnant pause.
Yeah.
And here's KOC on why he's starting the starting quarterback.
You know, every year is a new year, and making sure that we're preparing our team to get off to a good start and a fast start this season. I think it's a great op. With it being home game, you know, with only one set of joint practices this year and knowing kind of what we want to get accomplished. I wouldn't even say differently than any other training camp because the principles are always the same, but how you go about doing that is what I try to spend a lot of time and energy on, and all while doing it with an individualized plan for each player, what they need.
I still think it's pretty fair to say or safe to say that if Sam Darnold was an established guy, if we had a guy that was an established guy, he wouldn't be playing tomorrow. No. But right, this is a new quarterback without an established career, and without a familiarity with this specific team and this specific playbook. So, if you're going to play a guy that's been in the league, how long? 6 years, 7 years? How long has he been in the league now? If you're going to play him in the preseason, it's because of this exact situation. Prove yourself and prove you know the playbook. New players, new offensive line. Let's see what we got. But I don't think he's going to play very long, right?
No, I bet he'd play a series. I bet he'd play a series.
Maybe 2 at the most.
Well, let's ask him. What will determine how long each quarterback plays, Coach?
What I like to do is look at it. Did we receive the opening kick? Did we not? You want to have some plays, especially for the full group, as you kind of transition the different waves of your team. But for me, it's going to be a feel thing. Hey, this group's got to go. Another one, or maybe, you know, we've seen enough, or, you know, those guys have established a little bit of a rhythm, whatever it is.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Let him establish that rhythm. Let's get some rhythm with the news.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
Thanks, Saints.
Oh, is he in the studio? Sorry, hold on. I'll turn your mic on. There you are, Zacho.
Morning.
Hi, Zach.
Morning. Listen, thank you, St. Paul Saints, for sponsoring the news, everybody's favorite segment. The St. Paul Saints in town, CHS Field. You know you love it. I love it. Everybody loves it. It's the best baseball going on the planet. Everybody loves to go on down. I'd encourage you to go to saintsbaseball.com, buy yourself some tickets, swing on down to St. Paul as I continue to look for the schedule. Hold on one second. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. St. Paul Saints came through in the clutch. 2-1 win over Columbus at CHS Field. The 56 and 54 Saints are scheduled to send Louis Varland to the mound against Columbus tonight. CHS Field, great night for a ball game. Perfect weather. Head on down to CHS Field. Get yourself some ice cream. Hang out.
Right on.
Florida's 2024 Python Challenge kicks off in the Everglades today.
Snake.
No, your dad took the Python Challenge last night.
This is always the biggest disappointment of the year. Because it sounds like they're going to go kill thousands and thousands of snakes, and then they kill about 20.
Yeah, man.
What a waste of time.
They do way more than that, don't they?
No, it's pretty small.
Really? Well, they need to get off their A words.
20 might be an exaggeration, but it's not much more than that. They don't kill 15,000 snakes. It's like
Barnes.
It's like Marnes?
I'm going to look it up. It's a small number.
What if, like, the charge challenge is the loser has to go down to the 2025 Python Challenge?
Yep, and then I'm not participating in the Fantasy Charge Challenge.
You get to kill them?
Don't want to kill him.
And then we tattoo him.
I think we have a decent idea.
Hashtag we let Corey go.
No.
What's your decent idea?
I told you guys off the air.
Yeah, I don't listen to you.
Yeah, it's okay. I like that one.
But he has no say in it.
That is correct. But he can still give us feedback on ideas.
Feedback?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always do that, baby.
The 11th annual competition is designed to remove the invasive Burmese pythons from the state's ecosystem because they pose a threat to native wildlife.
Yeah, they're mean.
Participants must find and kill the snakes within one of the 7 eligible areas. In order for their entries to be accepted, cash prizes will go out to contestants who catch the most and largest pythons. Nearly 200 pythons were removed last year, Corey.
Oh, there we go. Okay, 200, which is still, again, I said 20. 200 is a lot, but that doesn't make a dent. That doesn't change a damn thing. I wonder how quickly the Everglades would come back to, quote, normal if you could just snap your fingers like Thanos and get rid of every single one of them.
Wouldn't it be a hilarious prank to rip Hulk Hogan's arms off and take him in? The judges?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
What are you submitting? These 24-inch pythons?
Yeah. Whose fatality was that Mortal Kombat?
Ripping arms off? I don't remember.
Was it Kano?
Somebody ripped off both of your arms.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mars, do you know?
That was Lautenschlammer
Whoa.
Yeah. I drank some of that last night.
Yeah.
Smith.
Marge, are you afraid of snakes? Because
Yes.
I hate them as well.
Yes.
Yep. I'm less afraid of the bigger ones because that sounds crazy. Because you can see them at all times, I don't like the idea of not knowing where they are. But I'm not going down to even kill one. I don't want to shoot
That's
one.
kind
I don't
of
want
you.
to. I don't want to have to drag him into the boat and claim my prize.
Yeah.
Just I want somebody to go down to the Everglades with the gigantic flamethrower and just light the entire state of Florida on fire and start over.
Wow. I mean, that seems like an overreaction.
Maybe that's my answer. Is I've wanted to dabble in arson. What if I just light the Everglades on fire?
There you go. I still
That would
think
feel
that's
good.
probably-
I don't see a problem.
I think that's
I don't- yeah.
probably
Now,
bad
because
for
I'm
environment.
fascinated with arson, I would like to start a home in the Everglades that doesn't have anybody in it or no pets, unless there's snakes already hiding in there.
Yeah.
I'd like to start a home on fire and then that home light the entire Burmese python population ablaze.
Yeah.
Then it's a win-win. God, I'm living. Maybe this is like a Make-A-Wish situation if I ever have a terminal disease.
Nobody wants you to have that.
I bet those snakes do.
Yeah, they do. Hey, Sauce,
Yeah.
are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yesterday, 20 years ago yesterday, one of the tour buses for Dave Matthews Band's dumped 800 pounds of human feces through a gated bridge in Chicago.
That was your dad's favorite tour.
Shadur everywhere.
Brilliant.
Did you guys know that it landed right on a boat full of sightseers?
Yeah.
I
knew
don't
that,
remember that part.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Part of you, would you have been honored to be covered in Dave Matthews'
That's
feces?
a great question.
That's a good question. No. It's weird because like that's something that they literally can't get away from. But I don't think the band.
Wait, the sightseers or the band's history?
The band's history. I don't think the band had anything
I
to
bet it's not
do with it.
easily forgettable for the people in that boat either.
I mean, there are people that would. There are Dave fans that would be honored to be covered in that.
What was the compensation in the end? Do you know? Do you know? Was it like million? No, it had to be a monetary award, wasn't it? You'd sue for damages and emotional distress.
Yeah, but I think I have no idea. It was probably the bus driver that did it. It was probably his idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, but then
Oh,
but
sure.
he has
Blame
to pay.
it on the bus driver.
I'm saying somebody's got to pay.
Yeah, somebody got to pay.
Yeah, it's got to be something other than tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Haven't they
sure there
suffered
was.
enough?
Yeah, I'm sure they. Oh,
Listen to this. To mark the occasion, the Chicago Bulls mascot Benny joined the Bears, Staley the Bear, and the Blackhawks Tommy Hawk at the site on Thursday to pay their respects, wiping their tears with toilet paper.
Brilliant.
That's pretty funny, man.
Yeah, that
Good
is
bit.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this? Chad Franklin, sightseer on that boat, said at first, quote, at first I thought it was Dave Matthews' music, but then I felt...
Yeah,
Don't let him
you
say
can
that.
rip Dave all you want, but Dave will never play the parking lot of a brewery.
Oh, my band will never dump
Were you ripping on me?
people's...
No.
Oh, good point. Was that a shot at Chris?
No, I'm
Just
ripping.
did that a couple weeks
No,
ago.
that was
It
Room
super
Party.
Fun.
No, I'm ripping.
No, that was exactly what he did at Rube Party.
I wasn't involved.
I'm not ripping.
So what
off.
you're saying is that what Chris did a couple of weeks ago at Rube Party is worse than getting crap dumped on you from the Dave
No,
Matthews
I was
Band tour
ripping
bus.
311.
What did they have to do with this at all?
Well, you're connected to him, and I'm lashing out. Stop ripping my band.
It's been a real skid
that's
mark
the-
on Dave
If
Matthews'
that's
career.
the worst thing that's ever happened to Dave, I'll take it.
I think that what's his guy? The accusations with that guy were worse.
Yeah, good point.
You want to walk us through that one?
No.
In case Marnie hasn't heard that one.
No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't need to know.
The violin guy is trash.
Violin?
Yeah, not
Violin
violent.
player.
Violin.
The violin guy for the Dave Matthews Band got me too. He's trash.
Oh.
Then the other guy died riding an SUV. But,
But these are not accusations
SUV?
against Dave himself,
yeah,
correct?
He was
Dave's.
Okay.
riding an SUV?
Yeah, that's how he died. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a Ford?
No, sorry.
ATV?
ATV, yeah. Sorry. It's not my. You
Suburban.
guys cornered me about my band, and now I'm pissed. You can all.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, you brought it up.
Yeah, I sure did.
And screw not making fun of your dad. Your dad would make snow angels in that dump because that's what he does.
Well, that's Dave Matthews. He's a big fan.
No, he's not. Why are you guys being mean?
I don't know why you're saying I'm being mean. I'm just reporting the news over here, bitch.
I think they're going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they probably are.
So you can kiss a hot dog.
I can?
No, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Corey.
Why? He's the one who played a brewery parking lot a couple of weeks ago like he's getting dumped on.
Yeah,
I was making fun of your band, not hockey.
It didn't sound like it. It sounded like a direct shot at him.
I was not making fun of him.
Hey, Larry and Mo, straighten up. I got a real story.
Okay.
A woman died Thursday morning at Chicago O'Hare International Airport.
Is that where the Mothman was?
I told you to straighten up.
Well, that's where there's a lot of sightings of him.
I'm doing my best.
A lady died. Please be cool.
Okay.
Chicago O'Hare International Airport after getting caught in the baggage carousel.
Ugh.
The woman, who was not identified, 57 years old, a member of the public, not a worker at the airport. Emergency responders were called to Terminal 5, aptly named. 7:45 Thursday morning. She was pinned in the machinery. Upon arriving at the scene, they found the woman entangled in the conveyor belt used to move the baggage. How the hell?
I'm just trying to even guess. Did she
here we go,
get a piece of clothing caught in it or something?
Police say surveillance footage of the area showed the woman entering an unoccupied restricted area at 2:27 a.m.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay, that's strike one.
Yeah,
but then what happened?
It doesn't
Do we
say.
know?
No, I'm sure they know, but they're not releasing it yet. They didn't find her till 7:30.
Jeez.
Wow, man. How the hell does that happen?
That sucks.
Ugh. You ever seen the video of the people getting caught in the escalators? Oof.
Ugh.
That's terrible.
That was in Chicago, huh?
Yeah.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sources are saying it's the worst thing that's happened in Chicago in 20 years.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not falling for your stuff anymore.
Bet
You can make fun of my band all you want. I like the music, and that's fine.
Oh.
You like what you like. Marnie likes what she likes. Hawk likes stuck porn. That's fine.
You got that right.
You love it.
You get that right. And finally, let's throw some love out to the Duluth Harbor Monsters.
Is that like Mothman?
Go Harbor Monsters. I love these guys.
I know they be
They be.
Anyway, Mr. Marley, you were saying?
They'll be playing for the Arena League title this weekend. The Harbor Monsters will host the Iowa Woo at the DECC Arena tomorrow.
The deck.
The deck.
That's right. The Harbor Monsters had a 5-3 record during the regular season. Got to the championship game by beating the Ozarks Lunkers last week.
I don't think in the last 30 seconds you've said, what sport is this?
Arena League football, buddy.
Oh, this is football. Okay.
Yeah,
you said Arena League. I was
I'm sorry,
I was thinking football, but I wasn't 100% sure. But all right, that's an Arena League.
Yeah, man. Like the
football team.
Arena League. Yeah, the Iowa team only won one game during the season, but upset the top-seeded Kansas City Goats to make it to the title game. Kickoff 7 p.m. at the deck. Go, Duluth Harbor Monsters.
What a cool name.
Man. That's a great name. Those are interesting names, right?
Their opponent, is the Woo?
The Woo.
And how do you...
W-O-O.
W-O-O.
That's right, yeah.
I wonder what's that mascot? Any idea?
Oh.
And how do you pronounce it? Is it Woo?
I got to believe.
What if their mascot is Rosie and Lawyer Lambert having dessert in Vegas?
Brilliant.
That is a great point.
You'll be salivating when you see it.
The winning mascot name was Wacky Woo Loo.
Wasn't he
and shortened to Woo?
Did his
Shortened to
heart go
Wacky.
3 sizes that day?
It was
Yeah, there it is.
it was named in a North Cedar Elementary School contest in Cedar Falls.
Aw, cute.
So the kids picked it.
Cindy Lou Woo. Oh, Marnie.
Well, because they play in Waterloo, Iowa. That makes sense.
No.
It's all coming together.
Barnes, thanks for coming in. I know this is your normal day, but you don't have to come in. We got a million people coming in. You could have just skipped
okay,
it, but
thanks.
we
We'll
love that
see you guys later. Have a
we
good
love that you
weekend.
came in.
Oh.
We love your
Didn't
participation.
sound like it, but he meant it.
That was sincere.
He sincerely means it.
I'm happy to be here. Mostly I'm here because Amelia.
Yeah.
And I just want
That's
to
who
hang
you're
out with her.
openly cheering for?
Yes.
It's okay. You can cheer for one person. Parrish did
but
it.
Hawk,
Yeah.
I'm cheering for, and the Lack-O-Lantern. I really hope he does
So
well.
just not Frank and Dave.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Oh.
Marnie is here, so also walk us through sports after this. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Green Day is coming to Target Field to celebrate the 30th anniversary of their album Dookie and their 20th year of American Idiot by playing both albums in full. And tickets are still available. You can learn more at KFAN.com, keyword calendar. But hey, get your way in right now. 1-800-320-5326. 1-800-320-5326 for your shot at a pair of tickets to see Green Day at Target Field next week.
Man, that'd be fun. Hi, Marzi.
Hey, hi.
How are you?
Great.
You're real tan.
Yeah,
You like the pool?
I love it.
Is it one? And this is an honest question because this is how I roll, and I am not. I'm not transferring my issues, my mental issues, onto you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But when I get something like, let's say, a Harley Davidson motorcycle, I feel like I have to ride it even when I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? Do you feel that way about the pool? Like, I better go out and use the pool because son of a bitch, it's gonna be winter pretty soon.
Whoa.
Well, and you invested in it, right?
Yeah,
You gotta get your money's
yeah.
worth.
But it's a long-term investment.
Yeah, sure.
So, no, I haven't felt that because I've always, honestly, I want to be out there every day.
Yeah.
And yesterday was chilly and windy and very, very weird for August 8th yesterday. But I was out by the pool for like 2 hours. I found a couple leaves that needed to be removed, so I got the net. I love the backyard. We never really used our backyard properly because it faces south, and it just.
Oh my God, Honky.
So it's almost like we moved.
That's awesome.
Adding the pool and like a covering,
see
and
that, yeah.
It's like we live in a different house.
Do you ever just sit by the pool and read? Like either a novel or smut?
On my phone. Mostly smut, yes.
Well, yeah, for sure. But are you
I
a
do everything.
poolside book reader?
I'm a poolside. Yeah, I'm not a book reader. I wish I was because I feel like that's what smart people do. But I am a sit and meditate, pray, relax, just lounge, all of that. Just, listen to the birds.
Sure.
Do you want me to start reading a book? Is that the only way you can sit next to a pool?
No, I'm very comfortable with your current level of intelligence. I don't want you to change.
Are you using birds like the Beatles did? Like, are you talking about your female friends?
No, I was talking about actual birds.
Brilliant.
I was going for comedy. Didn't work. Whatever.
It's okay.
Do you ever hear
I
him
do
go,
like that, though. I like calling a group of ladies the birds. A couple of birds came over to my house.
I refer to my friends as the hens. So I guess that's in the
Those are
bird
birds,
family.
aren't they? They are, yeah.
Thanks, Zach.
Do you
Yeah.
ever-
I got the hens.
Schwartz is here, by the way.
Over.
Zacho, if you could grab him.
the Schwartz is with you.
The Schwartz is here.
Yeah.
The Schwartz.
You ever hear the birds go 8 miles high?
Marnie doesn't get that reference.
Yeah. Is it Beatles music?
No, it's the birds.
The birds.
You ever hear them go turn, turn, turn every season? Now I got to find
The only of
myself
the birds
5,000
I know
hours.
is the Alfred Hitchcock movie because my name came from another Alfred Hitchcock movie,
Right.
which is
called
so
Monday.
sweet.
How many birds do you feel confident that you would feel comfortable shooting?
Like in one day?
Like Larry?
I meant in terms of number of different species. Like, would you shoot a turkey? Would you shoot a turkey? Would you shoot a turtle dove?
Man, yeah.
Flamingo?
Tell you what,
Mallard?
I had a red-winged blackbird attack me one time. If I had a gun, he'd be dead.
Are you sure?
How were you able to identify it as?
They literally are
Specifically a
black
red-winged
birds
blackbird.
with red wings. I mean, it's hard not to see. And they always are around the water, like if you have like a little runoff pond, you know, and they put their nest there, and you get 10 yards from them, they're ready to kill you. And
That's sad.
red-winged blackbirds. They're great until
They're territorial.
trying to take your eyeballs out of your head.
That's really
How did you fend him off?
Right hook.
Whoa. Easy.
I don't know. You're from the Dakotas. I just assumed at some point you shot a bird.
I'm actually from North Dakota.
What kind of birds you got up there?
Hard.
Rosie.
I mean, we got most of them.
You have quail,
Sure. Yeah.
pheasants.
Yeah. My dad was a hunter, so he would. Yeah, I know we have quail and pheasants because he would hunt them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Toucans up there?
Not a lot. No, not a lot of toucans.
Cannot believe Chris didn't take that joke.
Yeah, I was typing a text.
Well
We're on
played.
our way.
What are you texting?
I'm texting your dad
What are you texting him?
to quit whining
Why is he whining?
because he said it hurts.
Sauce, it's time for sports with you.
Okay. I'm all set.
What are you all set for?
I have a
Give
This
me a preview.
is what I'm about to tell you guys is the best news Chris Hockey could ask for.
They got a big old
No,
transplant.
it's sports related.
5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
You moved. All right, Chris Hockey.
Thanks all around.
Thank you all around.
Christopher
Go ahead, buddy.
Allen.
Yes, sir.
When is your birthday?
Christmas Day, baby.
The NBA Christmas Day games were released yesterday. The first game will
Nobody cares.
Amen.
That's not true.
Amen.
be the Spurs
Nobody
at
cares.
Hi, Dave Schwartz. The Spurs at the Knicks.
Nobody cares.
The Timberwolves
Nobody
at the
cares.
Mavs.
Whoa, Marnie, you're gonna be in Dallas on Christmas Day.
Well, probably not because it'll be a national TV game and we'll be out.
It'll be ESPN. That's all. I just wanted to tell Hawk that. So you can watch the Wolves on Christmas Day.
That's a big deal because
So it'll be on
Christmas-
this radio station on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That is a huge deal.
Yeah, the bad teams don't play on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
Correct.
but nobody should play on Christmas Day. What a rotten thing to do to people. I always hate
Well,
that.
what about the NFL playing on
No,
Christmas
I agree.
Eve?
I,
Also
I
dumb.
hate that too.
Yeah.
Give people just a little bit of time off. But I guess it's a business.
So yeah.
The only way to do this, Chris, is to fight back. And I think you're going to. How about this year? You skip watching the NBA on Christmas.
I'm gonna stick to my my guns. I'm not gonna watch the my favorite basketball squad on Christmas Day. I'm just not gonna do it.
That'll show them.
Yeah, I'm gonna show.
Sauce, are you going to watch on Christmas Day?
I'll have it on, yeah.
Did they announce the times?
No. No.
Because that sometimes makes a difference
But
depending on what your family does on Christmas. Because there's always that lull of like, okay, now I'm bored.
Like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
where there's
Depending
nothing.
on what, yeah. Unless your family eats at 2:00.
I would bet
No.
the way that they were tweeted by Shams that it's the order that they're going to be because Denver is at Phoenix. That'll be at 9 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock their time. Then
PM.
the Lakers at Warrior 7 p.m. Yeah. So yeah, I would bet that the Wolves will play around 2.
Yeah, that'll be a mid-afternoon.
Yeah. Perfect timing, right, Hawk?
That's right, baby.
Serbia led by as many as 17, but the U.S. won 95-91 to advance to the gold medal game, and they will battle France. Steph Curry had a monster game. He had 36 points. The U.S. will face France tomorrow at 2:30 for gold. The U.S. are 16.5-point favorites.
Rematch, I guess. I forgot about this, but rematch of the 2021 Olympic final.
Never forget it.
No, Hawk loved it.
Did not know that France made it that far 3 years ago. But
You should have asked me, man. You know I know that stuff.
Yeah, Hawk, who was on the France team?
Larry Galahornia,
Yep.
Rhonda Fonda.
Rousey.
Anita.
Fonda.
Yep.
Anita.
Sex Machine.
You would, right?
Yeah, of course. If that's her name.
No. Would you fornicate with a sex machine?
What? What?
I hate when you're that crass.
What do you mean? You just hate me in general.
I love you.
What?
That made my day.
Did you watch any of that
Yeah.
USA game
Yeah.
yesterday?
Corey
In
did.
Serbia? Man, that was dramatic.
As Corey said, they looked scared.
Yeah, they were terrified that they were going to be that team
Yep.
again
Yeah.
that blew it. And, Chris and I had just mentioned yesterday that I had no vibe on the men's basketball team. I just didn't care. I was loving the rest of the Olympics. The basketball was doing nothing for me. And, you see like Scotty Scheffler win gold and tear up, right? A guy that has millions and millions of dollars and he cares. Novak Djokovic wins gold and he cries like crazy, right? Guys that are already at the pinnacle, you could argue they're one of the greatest of all, and they cared. And the NBA players, even, are in a lot of ways are on a different level. These guys are making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, the guys at the top. And you're going, man, do they really care? Or is it just about ego for them? Is it just like, hey, look, we're the cool kids and we're rock stars? And then you see the fear in their eyes and you realize, oh, man, this is part of our legacy. We cannot lose this game. Yeah. And they gave everything they had those final 2 quarters to come back from 11 down at halftime, but 17 down in the first half. Actually, I think it got up to like 15 or 16 even in the second half.
I mean, even with like 9 minutes to go, they were down
like 7 or 8 or 9, right?
It was a real scare. And I thought the emotion that came out of those guys in the final couple of minutes. That's what I started watching it about the 9-minute mark of the fourth quarter because I heard some update or something. I was like, what? So I flipped it on. Grady and I were home and we had it on and we were like, oh my gosh, we need to sit down. We need to actually watch this. The emotion that came out of like Steph Curry and LeBron and KD in particular was, I thought I had the same observation, Corey, as you. Like, wow, I never thought they didn't care. But when you win by 20, you don't see that kind of emotion and drama. And like Steph, after the final horn, when he kind of flexed and he just goes, yeah! He kind of yelled it to the crowd. And LeBron did that kind of same thing. That's, to me, what kind of hits me and goes, yo, right, yes, let's go.
I forget the score, but there was a LeBron layup that either made it within 2 or maybe gave us a 2-point lead or tied. I don't know. It was one of the ones that was very close to when we tied it up, that LeBron laid it in.
When he just went the full court?
Yeah, and if there had been a brick wall in front of LeBron, I think he could have punched his fist through it. He was just like, we are not bleeping. You can see it. He's like, I'm not letting this happen.
Yeah.
And again, it's the 04 squad that we talked about earlier that was so disappointing. It was, how can the USA lose to anybody? Yeah. Now it's a little more understandable. I don't think it's understandable losing to Serbia, even though Joker's on that team.
No.
But 20 years ago, inexcusable, right? The rest of the world had not caught up. Now the rest of the world, we know everybody's making giant steps. This Serbia team's not a good example. No. It's the Joker and a bunch of guys we should be smoking.
Crush.
That would have Bogdanovich.
Yeah, but still, that would have been. He was having the game of his life. He was almost everything he was doing was working, but that would have been embarrassing, and they knew it. And
did they take some dumb shots down the stretch in the final 3 minutes? Oh, terrible!
What'd you think of Kerr basically saying these are the 5 guys we're going with, that they were going to live and die with Booker, Embiid, Curry, LeBron, and KD?
Yeah. I didn't watch the whole game, so I didn't know if it was based on what they had done throughout the game. But the only one I kind of questioned was Booker. I just wouldn't have thought that he was the top. I don't know. I wanted to see more Ant.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if it was based on that game. Was he just not great? Or that was the group that was the 5 that closed the gap. So that's what he went with in that game.
Weird matchups, though, right? There were multiple times that Booker was on Joker, and that is a gigantic mismatch. That's not going to work.
We play the song again, huh?
Hey, Dave Schwartz is here.
Hey, Schwartz!
He brought me a cool Wild jersey, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Just to intimidate you, I think.
There you go.
You're cheering for everybody but me and Frank.
That's what she said.
Marney, he was listening.
That's what you said. That was you.
We're practically neighbors.
Is that right?
Cheska!
Has she ever invited you to her pool?
Yeah, Marnie's got a pool now, Dave.
I didn't get invited.
Oh, man.
Now I know why.
Yeah, because she just sits around and reads smut on her phone.
Wow, Mars.
You're not wrong.
Hot.
Schwartzy, I hope you do. I want everyone to win, but unfortunately it's not possible. What I don't want is anyone to get more than 3 who doesn't win. That's really what I'm cheering for.
She is anti-sweating the wild card, so she wants a blowout win by somebody.
But I think
just not
you're
me or
good
Frank.
for you're good for a 0. So
Okay. So's hockey.
Whatever,
so's hockey's girl.
Wow. All right.
In Denver.
Specifically that one time.
There were others. He just keeps those quiet.
No, I don't care. I'm
He doesn't
proud.
care.
I'm proud, man.
Throwing darts at the map of the United States, you probably hit a hockey zero
it's great
somewhere.
to see you too, Marnie. Thanks.
ATDs.
Hawk, your mic's on.
Yes, sir.
Your mic's on.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're wearing a wild jersey, Hawk. What?
Yeah, I just got this from a man over there.
I have presents. I have some
For everyone or just for
Well,
one
I didn't know you
person?
were going to be here.
Yeah, no.
So and then I
you
heard
ripped
that.
it.
Thanks
then
for
I heard
listening
that
on
you didn't-
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Then I heard that you didn't want me to win. So.
Yeah, take that, Barnes. Who would say things like that?
He used
we'll
your
take care of
jersey
you.
as toilet paper.
Oh, Frank and Amelia are here too, by the way, Zach.
Is that right?
Pat's going to get them, yeah. The entire group is now in the building. Your competition, Dave and Hawk, are here.
Good. And Zach is going to be over here with me, and then all three of those are going to be over there with you.
I know, I'm sitting in Amelia's spot.
Yeah, I'm sitting in Frank's
I'm
spot.
sitting in your spot.
It's all right.
So I can move.
Zach put name tags down. And
He always does.
I
It's a
think
head
he's-
game.
We should go to break.
Right,
then,
if
huh?
I'm sitting.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
We need to go to break, right?
Sure. When we
Yeah.
come back, we'll talk to Frank and Amelia and Dave Schwartz, and Marnie's hanging out. Initials at 8:15. $71,000 potentially could be on the line if somebody guesses the initials with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. Again, that's at 8:15, quarterfinal number 6 of the 2024 Initials Invitational. In a little bit on the Fan.
Better take it while you can.
All right, the entire group has arrived.
Yeah, it's like a family reunion, man.
Yeah, and everybody brought gifts. Dave Schwartz brought jerseys from the Wild.
Sure did.
Frank and Amelia brought McDonald's breakfast.
They sure did.
So there's free food here. There's jerseys here. It's we should invite people more often if we're
I
going to
agree
get
with
presents. Man, who should we invite next? Who has good connections to?
You got a Maserati dealership friend that you know?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would have been
Has
Dark
Gavin
Star.
ever brought anything in?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
but he's
Gavin,
mad at us
all
right
the
now.
time.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, I would
Yeah.
think that he'd whip up something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brings in pastries and stuff
Oh,
once in a
my
while.
goodness.
It's just insane.
Love that guy.
Gavin's the best.
Amelia, did you say you saw Journey at the Meadowlands?
I did back in the day when
Like,
we
what
held
year
our
do you think it
lighters. What's that?
What year do you think it might have been?
Oh, it had to be.
1954.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's why we
beginning.
wanted them
Prepping.
here on the same
I'm
day.
thinking 80. Okay, wait, maybe 86.
Whoa, no kidding.
Maybe, yeah.
So that's a
Peak
Raised
Journey.
on Radio tour, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Do you know who played bass for them by any chance at that moment? If you saw that tour, Randy Jackson was playing bass for them.
Oh, yeah.
The guy from American Idol.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was.
That's crazy. The Raised on Radio tour. That's really cool. I never got to see
Randy Jackson signed my sword once, right? You don't.
Excuse me.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, what?
I had a sword and he autographed it.
Where was this?
Well, you know where the sword's located.
Where's the sword?
You don't pass up an opportunity like that. If you meet Randy Jackson, you have him sign your sword.
How did you ask?
Sign my sword, please. What? Which?
I don't remember.
He's doing a bit.
Everything's weird about that fake story.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
we tend to do that.
Yeah, well. It's good to see you
wanted
guys.
to tell, good to see you too.
Yeah,
So
we
I
love you guys.
I have to tell you this story. I walked into DHL, which is like a Federal Express.
Yeah.
And Dale from DHL, he listens to you guys all the time, listens to Initials. And he said to me, he goes, that Marnie, she seems like a real partier. Is she? And then I said,
partier?
Yeah, partier.
Oh, wow.
Or likes to have a good time. And then he goes, and Sauce, that Sauce. He's not really as dumb as he tries to make out, is he?
What did you respond?
I said, no, he's pretty sharp. Because you do say some things. Was it Emancipation Proclamation?
Well, I mean,
you know, they
thank
come
you.
out. There you go.
Broken clock.
You're great, Amelia. Corey sucks. Don't listen to her.
But Dale is right. Marnie parties too much.
Why, Dale?
He said it seemed like she likes to have a good time. I said, Marnie does like to have a good
He's
time.
being
A
honest.
lot of
Spot on.
fun. You're
That's spot
fun.
on.
Yeah.
Crazy mom from Chaska.
Hey, you get out to the southwest suburbs.
Woo!
In fact, Marnie, everybody's here. Have a
happened.
seat. We need to talk to you. That's the reason everybody's here today. You've been partying.
She's Carver. Like, we don't. Chaska and Carver are separate.
Oh.
Wow.
Are you from that area?
I am.
Oh, nice.
Another party animal.
Did you know that Marnie doesn't want either of us to win?
I heard.
I heard that.
I heard.
Yeah.
You know what? That doesn't bother me nor surprise me, but that's okay.
I love Marnie.
I
Did
just
you
just
know Dave Schwartz could hear his pulse in his headphones last year?
Am I
It was-
missing it? Walk us through that
I
one.
said when I
Schwartz.
sat here last year, and the initials at that point, I believe, were BF. I remember as we started the game, I could hear my pulse like in my head, in my headphones, just
Yeah.
very nerve-wracking.
Interesting.
You might want to get that looked at.
That reminds me of the scene from Simple Jack where he had his head movie. I have a movie in my head.
Schwartz, you got to calm down, man. It's game time.
I'm
That's
ready.
Tropic
Not yet. I
Thunder.
mean, you got 30. Yeah, a movie within a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Wolverine and Deadpool.
Oh, did you see that?
I did not.
Well, a week ago,
She didn't know what it
A
was.
week ago, Marnie thought it was two movies, and she didn't understand what Deadpool was.
Oh.
I'm not
There's
in that
not a lot
universe.
of pop culture in Chaska, apparently.
No.
There's not
Or Carver.
Sorry, I get outside.
to your pool.
To her pool.
Yeah,
That's as far as I go.
reading your smut.
What's the Carver Chaska bit? Is this Hatfield and McCoy's? What's the problem here?
It is now, apparently.
I was just joking with Marnie.
Oh.
Marnie's great. I love you, Marnie.
But you have not been invited to the pool,
No, I have not.
and you
yet.
could walk to her house if you.
I mean,
were
it would
really
be a long
motivated.
walk. It'd be a long walk. It would take me some time. I have friends who live in her neighborhood, though. Very close.
What do they say about me?
They get invited.
It's something I can't say on the radio.
Yeah.
So I don't
They're
wanna,
seeing it clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's the news?
Strange
Yeah.
and crazy
Yeah.
and different and exciting. And you just pick at any event of the last week and we're like, who saw
Last
that
week.
coming?
I know.
It's been like years. I feel like it's
It
been
is like that.
constant. Yeah.
So can I ask you guys a question? Because we've dealt with this a lot in the last handful of years, right? Like back in the day, early Power Trip, any major news story, we would talk about it, we would discuss it, we would have opinions on it. And I think over the course of time, we realized, what are we doing? This is not our wheelhouse. We're not super informed. And if we are, if you just mention your opinion, you're going to piss off half your listeners. So it's like,
100%.
and once in a while, we still do that, but we don't do it all the time like we used to. But what we've seen over the last couple of years is now if you just read a story, you don't even have to say your opinion. There's no editorial. It's just, here's what happened.
Yes.
If you even
Yes.
say the story, the other half's mad that you even brought it up, or you should have left those three things out, or you forgot to add these three things. It's like, all I did was read the headline and I pissed you off. How can
100%.
the news infuriate people? But that's where we're at now. Even saying the story is a trigger.
100%. And I've said this too. I don't even go on Twitter. I mean, that's just a cesspool, right?
True.
I would tweet out, here's what we have coming up, and right away people just come at you. So it's our world today. It is, unfortunately.
Yeah, everyone has a flamethrower and it's on high.
Yeah.
And they're quick with the trigger. Yeah, it's a tough environment. And I don't know, I just don't think it's very healthy because how do you get to know about what other people are thinking? And it's just hard to get informed opinions, especially if you're not just willing to give someone a little grace and let them talk a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And also realize that people are people, which means there's going to be some screw ups along the way. And the word I'm sorry is always good. And listening is good, but it's
doesn't
tough. It
matter.
just doesn't really exist right now.
You know, something that I think will never happen, but I truly think this is a small
kiss a
thing.
girl?
There was a long time I didn't think that was ever going to happen or happen again. If anybody running for public office, if we didn't put a D or an R next to their name, how different the news would be. If we just listened to them and didn't know what team they
that's
were
true.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Or
right
if
about
you
that.
could maybe come up with a third team that wasn't like too far to one extreme.
Right.
I think there's a lot of appeal for that, but the way the system's set up, it's hard to get those people. But when you talk to people, you know, privately, they're like, wow, I wish, I mean, you heard this a month ago, right before Biden dropped it. I wish there was another choice. I wish there was another choice,
Yeah.
you know. And there's a lot of unhappiness about that. But yeah, no, I agree. Wouldn't that be a great system? But, you know, a lot of money, two-party system, it's never going to happen. Well, I shouldn't say never. Maybe there'll be a little bit of a revolt and it will happen. But yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen a Jesse Ventura-like person pop up and succeed.
Yeah, I mean, Ross Perot was a super funny SNL
Yeah.
character, but he really didn't. I mean, all the third-party character or candidates really do is screw it up for one party. It just depends on which party it screws it up for.
I mean, you look at RFK right now, and you know that
He's taking votes away. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of a laughable candidacy. You know, it's unusual. I should
Oh,
say
you're
that.
getting emails now,
It's an
Frank.
unusual. He does some unusual.
Phone lines
things.
are blowing up.
I know.
Hey, Frank.
Don't worry about that.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
You ever wish you could get a neck tattoo?
No, thank you though.
What would you get if you did?
You know, probably say Amelia and have a big heart on it.
Oh, my
yeah,
gosh.
please.
Man, that's real sweet.
A big what?
Heart on it.
See, you guys blame me, but she's worse than I am.
Way to pick up, Marnie. There's nuance.
Yeah.
Now that would be a tattoo, Mark.
No, who's getting neck tattoos?
No, I just wondered because you got to look good on the news, and I don't think people tune in if you had a big old dragon on your neck.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
I think we're going to know if you start wearing a turtleneck to every broadcast, we're like, that dude got a neck tattoo. CCO won't let him broadcast.
Is it in your contract at all? Or Amelia, piercings? Like if you got your nose pierced or anything?
Awesome.
You have to, right? If you change your hairstyle or anything like that, it has to get approved.
I don't know.
No?
Well, I don't ask. You right? And ask for forgiveness, I guess.
Chris Schaefer and I give her immediate feedback on haircuts.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Chris does. Chris wants me to grow it long again.
Yeah.
He likes long hair.
He always has.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad he has an opinion and that he's letting you know.
I know. Thank you, right?
It's important.
Thank you. I'll consider that. Yes. Yeah. No, but I don't think we have a morals clause. I don't think we have anything that says.
Well, thank God we're married because we're violating that.
Yeah. No.
Schwartz, what do you miss about the game? Do you miss it at all, or not necessarily some of these things we're talking about?
Not much of that stuff.
Yeah.
I agree with. I remember that Twitter was always a lot angrier if the Vikings lost. So if the Vikings lost, it was automatically my fault,
Yeah.
and people would just be so angry and they'd just come at you. And I'm like, it's a game. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay.
And your horrible analysis.
Oh, yeah.
Why aren't you bringing up this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You didn't talk about this. You don't know that. You're an idiot. Yep.
I said I was sorry about those.
I appreciate it.
I remember when you used to start at corner and you had a lot to do with it. And that guy beat you on that.
I've watched
on
a
that
lot
up
of
and
football
out.
in my day from the bench. That's exactly where I was.
Yeah. We could use you at corner today, actually, now I think, actually.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't miss all that business.
What's new with the old Minnesota Wild?
Getting ready for the season. See, tickets go on sale next week, next Wednesday. Buy your tickets.
It's already happening.
Wild.com.
And this, I know, I think we say this every year, but maybe it's recency bias, but this summer feels like it's been the fastest summer of my entire life.
I actually agree with that.
It
I feel
just
like
started.
everyone said that because it never really got hot.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like spring for
And now
2
it's fall
months.
today.
And then we had like the 3 weeks of summer, and now it's fall again.
Weather's perfect.
The Vikings and Wild shouldn't be starting anytime soon. And
No,
they're
but
both
it's right around the corner.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Tomorrow,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
First
Freaking
game
Vikes.
tomorrow,
Yep.
3 o'clock start, right here on the radio station, 1 o'clock pregame. We're actually going to see the starting quarterback, believe it or not. All the quarterbacks going to play tomorrow. So it should be
JJ's
fun.
playing tomorrow?
Apparently extensively.
JJ Mack is playing tomorrow.
So
Yep.
Darnold is starting. We don't know how long, but probably not very long. And then a lot of JJ McCarthy, and then Jaron Hall will wrap it up. So no Nick Mullins. I don't know what the plan is
No
the
idea
rest of
there.
the preseason with Mullins, but the other three are supposed to play tomorrow. No, maybe Mullins gets in if there's an injury or something, but who knows?
Will you guys have a huge state fair presence again?
We are, yeah. Saturday, thanks for asking, Frank. Saturday, August 24th from 5 to 7. So we're after Vikings fan line, and then Nate Bargatze's at the State Fair that night.
I love
Same,
him.
at 7 o'clock. So we
So
specifically picked that Saturday because about half of us are going to that show
are you?
anyway.
Oh, fun.
So we're like, let's just
So
pregame
great.
Bargatze and do a 5 to 7 show. So
He's
we're
a
doing 5 to
riot.
7
Oh
on the
my gosh,
24th.
he's so funny.
He is.
I used to love Sebastian Maniscalco. And then his latest, have you guys heard him?
Oh, yeah.
yes.
I haven't heard his latest stuff, but
his
Maniscalco's
latest, I
funny.
was not.
Didn't like his new stuff?
No, I wasn't that. What? Why are you looking at me like that? You didn't.
It's the radio. I'm not sure anyone knows,
Oh,
but
okay.
no, he's not as
I mean,
his
I
earlier stuff I think was better.
His earlier stuff, it was laugh after laugh after laugh. Did you look?
I've never been a Maniscalco fan, but I
Yeah.
do love Bart.
You don't like Italian people, Dave?
Is that what
has
it
nothing
is?
to do with that. That's
what he said.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, the world has fallen in love with Bargatze in the last, 2 years or
Oh, my
something?
gosh.
Chris was on him early. You loved Bargatze from day one almost.
Yep.
Amelia was like that. She was an early adapter, Chris.
I was an early adapter to Sebastian, so we saw him. What is the one at the Mall of America, the club there, the Laugh Club?
Rick Rouse, Rick
Yes.
Brunson's House of Comedy.
Okay, yes. So he played there 4 days. We went on a Sunday night, friends and I. I'm not exaggerating. There were maybe 3 tables. It was a Sunday night, 3 tables. So then we're out in the parking lot. He walks out and he's like, "Get up! What are you guys still doing here? What are you guys still doing? Go!" 3 days later, I flew out to the talk that was at CBS.
Yeah.
And I'm walking in and he's there. So I walked up to him and said, "Hi, listen, I'm not stalking you. I'm really not." But he was pitching a story. He was pitching a show at that time, which it didn't get. And it looked like, I think a couple years later, he pitched it to NBC, but with Tony Danza playing his father, but they didn't pick it up.
Wonder why that didn't work.
I think it sounds like a great show, honestly. Amelia, are you on to Dusty Slay yet?
No.
Oh my gosh! If you like Bargatze, you'll love Dusty Slay.
I have to. I'm writing that down.
Hilarious guy.
Dusty Slay.
Dusty
okay.
Slay. Yeah.
Sounds like a film.
It does.
Yeah.
Star's name.
Yeah.
Is his stuff? Is his stuff like? Can I
Completely
see it?
clean.
No, but is it on Netflix?
Oh
or
yeah. He's got a
anything
Netflix
like that?
special. Yep.
All
yep.
right.
And YouTube.
Dusty
yep.
Slay. Okay.
Dusty, you'll love him. Very, very good. Very comparable to Nate. Completely clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, me too. It's fine.
All right, we'll do Fan 5 in a second. Dave Schwartz is here.
loves the dirty
Amelia
stuff,
Santinello, Frank Basilero, Marney Gellner. At 8:15, in about 15 minutes, we'll play Initials quarterfinal number 6 of the 2024 Initials Invitational. And one of you listeners out there will have a shot at $71,000 with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot. 8 o'clock hour of the Power Trip Morning Show right after this on The Fan.